Day 47. Their fear. A lot of reflection, a lot of thinking. You know, when you're with someone, you can't be responsible for how they think. You can only govern what you think. And if there's one thing that I have noticed about all my relationships, really, is that there's a fear that comes into my partner, and it's an unfounded fear, but it is a fear nonetheless. It is a fear of letting go. I'm naturally a dominant man, in as much as I'm not overbearing, but I like to create direction and, make things happen. Women, the kind of women that I've dated in the past, they really like it initially, but as time goes by, they feel like they're losing themselves, their independence, or their control level. Because a commonality among narcissistic people is controlling nature. They want to control their environment. Because they're afraid of the unpredictability is hard for them to. There's something in their conditioning when they're younger makes it so that they just are afraid. The interesting thing, though, is that a woman who can let herself go to a quality man really will be the most happiest, because, and again, he has to be a quality man, but she'll be the happiest because she can focus on being feminine and enjoying the moment and letting herself go. And it's sort of a natural thing. If you're a woman listening to this, I think you'll understand what I'm saying. The happiest times I've had in my relationships are at the beginning, when women just let themselves go and enjoy the experience. But, and again, largely because a lot of the women have been more headstrong. For example, my girl, who's the topic of this program, she's a captain of industry. She gets shit done. At least I think she does. I mean, I have no idea how productive she is in her work. I mean, she's very attractive. Maybe she just gets by on her looks. No idea. But the point is, she's risen to a level of authority at her company where she, calls the shots. It's hard for them to do that in a relationship. But here's the interesting thing. One of the things she was talking to me about towards the end of our relationship is that she didn't like the spontaneity as much. She wanted more control. And, which on one hand I was happy to do, but together, but on the flip side, when she would cite some examples of things we had done, I don't know, if someone had surprised me with some of those things, I would be delighted. Sort of that nitpicking that happens towards the end of a relationship when people are just grasping at straws. When the reality is that if she got with a guy who allowed her to take control and do all that kind of stuff, she'd have no sexual desire for him. You can't have one without the other. You can't have intense sexual desire for someone who takes control and also be controlling in other parts of the relationship. That's one of the things she noted about our relationship. She really liked the way I took control in every area of the relationship, including behind closed doors. And I think she's going to miss that greatly. I think she's probably missing it now. Either if she's with someone, I am sure they will not be as dominating as I am. And there'll be cracks showing in that relationship. Or if she's by herself, I think she's just going to be missing it. I mean, she's got a couple of kids, and she gets a lot of narcissistic supply from them, with their adoration, although she does have one golden child and one scapegoat. But Yeah, pretty sure she's going to be missing. The best thing for rekindling a relationship is if they get into another one right away, because they compare you against the other person. And I know she's got it comparing me because I'm awesome. And now, in regard to the current girl I'm dating, I don't know if she'll ever. She's very codependent, like myself. But as I said, I was thinking to myself the other day, I've sort of got this blend of codependent narcissism in as much as I like to do and perform for my partner, but I also am very self-directed. So I'm an interesting mix, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll see. Being day 47, this is not the place I really wanted to be from the standpoint of time. But ultimately necessary, as I said, there's many, many stories of people getting together back 2 months later, 3 months, 4 months. And I really don't care how long it takes. I love her so much. I'm at the point now where I'm just resigned to the fact that she will come back. And I was talking with my son yesterday about how she would come back, and I have to make her want it. One time she told me that she really related to if you listen to pop music, where women are vindictive, where they dig their keys into the side of the guy's car and like in pop music, as a vindictive around a end finished relationship. And my girl would often say she related to that. So I believe there's a bit of a hysteria that's inside her that's bottled up. I may be able to bring that out in her as a means of re-solidifying the relationship by being pretty evasive when she reaches out again. I don't know. I definitely can't make it easy. Women love a challenge. But we'll see. The beauty of life is it's an open book. I've got a few women that I'm going to see over the next week or so. My one girl's going on holidays. My younger girl. And it's not that I won't play around in her from the perspective I'm not going to get it on to any of these women, but she does leave me a little, as beautiful as she is and things like that. I do compare her with my other girl, because my other girl not only was she beautiful, but she was smart and funny and things. There are areas this girl has that it's just not the same. And you know what? I may be searching in vain. I likely am. I mean, I've been around for 47 years. And the girl for whom this project is about, she was really the one I was waiting for. And I fucked it up. Jesus. But getting her back will make it so much sweeter. Make her so much sweeter, but I can never let her know that. Man, it's a drag. But that's what makes them women. It makes us want them, right? How often you hear about relationships that go on over decades, on and again, off again, between people. You hear that in Hollywood. I mean, Liz Taylor married Richard Burton twice. I'm sure they had quite a fiery relationship. Even my girl tells a story about how one of her family members had an on-again, off-again relationship with some woman over 20 years. Maybe it's genetic to her. No idea. The difference is, though, I think you could hold it together better if you had better emotional control, which I did not have towards the end of our relationship. And now I'm going to have to be super mindful of that. And I will be. Anyway, day 47.